Hello, hello. I wanted to make a short video to talk about some stuff that I'm looking for at the Calgary Language Nerds. There's some stuff that I need help with, and if you can help me, I can also help you in exchange. So let's walk through this here. By the way, if you're new to the videos, someone sent this to you. Hello, my name is Azrin. I run a business called the Calgary Language Nerds. Calgary is a city in Canada. I'm wearing my Canada shirt today. And we teach lots of different languages. We do primarily private classes for adults. And I've run this business for 9 years, since 2016. And I started it as a way to combine a passion for business and a passion for language. I wanted to earn a living in an industry doing a job that I like. And so here we are 9 years later, and I am still doing what I like. Now, there are four different things that I'm looking for right now at the Calgary Language Nerds. The first one is the first two actually really is that I'm hiring. The first position I'm hiring for are casual part-time tutors. The purpose of this casual part-time tutoring job is for you to, first of all, familiarize yourself with me. I want to get to know you. You can get to know me. We can see how well we work together. But also, it's a way to familiarize yourself with how we teach at the Calgary Language Nerds. We have our approach that we use. And so this will give you a way to familiarize yourself with the approach that we use. And down the road, I would like you to teach more. So right now, there won't be a lot of work, just to be completely upfront about it. But down the road, I would like you to teach more. I would like to offer at least busy part-time hours, maybe something like 20 or 25 hours a week, something like that. And I work best with fellow language learning enthusiasts who are looking for long-term employment. And I am flexible right now on the language that you would like to teach. For example, there are a certain selection of languages that currently we teach at the Calgary Language Nerds. But over the past 9 years, I've offered classes for languages that I never intended to offer language classes for. In fact, even right now, one of the languages we offer now is one that I never intended to offer, which is Italian. It's just that by sheer coincidence, when I was looking for, I forget how it happened even, but I basically found, it just happened. I don't even remember exactly how the situation all played out, but it just happened. And so now Italian is a language we offer. For approximately, I want to say a 2-year period, we even offered classes for an indigenous language here in southern Alberta and northern Montana called Blackfoot. And it's a language that is spoken by like 2,000 people-ish, something like that. And we offered classes for that. But I never really had a big intention to offer an indigenous language course. So I'm relatively flexible right now on what language you like to teach. I'm open to a conversation. Yeah, I'm open to the conversation. And the second position that I'm hiring for is a part-time, it's a long job title, part-time organic social media content strategist. It's a mouthful. If you're in that space, you'll understand what all that means put together. If you're not in that space, basically, if you know someone who works in social media, I'm hiring someone part-time. And I'll explain why. So initially, when I started the Calgary Language Nerds, the intent was to have a small business that allowed me to work profitably in an industry that I'm passionate about. I love languages. I thought, hey, this would be a great way to work in the language space, right? And I've done that now for many, many years, and I continue to do it now. But now I have bigger aspirations. And what I want to do now is I'd like to run a larger business that provides meaningful employment to a greater number of people. And specifically, I imagine having a business with 100 full-time employees within the next 10 years. That's what I imagine having. The reason for it, it's an interesting reason, I think, is I've been thinking a lot about the fact that a lot of people right now are not fully satisfied with the state of their mental health. They are anxious, they're nervous, they're scared, they're sad, they're depressed, they don't feel good. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And it occurred to me that, well, people spend at least half their waking hours at work. Many people don't like what they do for work. Wouldn't it be cool if I could provide a job for 100 people, let's say, full time, that they like, and therefore, at least for half of their waking hours, they're in a positive mental state? That's pretty cool, isn't it? And it's good for me as a business owner. It's good for me on my developmental curve so I can learn new skills, because I don't even have close to 100 employees now. Not even, no, like I don't have that. So that's going to make me grow. It sounds exciting. So that's the vision that I have right now, and that's the journey that I'm currently on. So back to the social media, the part-time organic social media content strategist, back to that role. I believe that better social media content is one piece of the puzzle to unlock the business growth necessary to then go hire full-time employees. Now, third thing I'm looking for is and this actually ties to unlocking more business growth. So I'm offering free lessons in exchange for testimonials, referrals, reviews, social media shoutouts. So if you can give me exposure, I will give you free. If you can give me exposure, I will give you free lessons. The way I imagine this right now is you get a certain amount of free lessons. You post on your social media about your lessons. Maybe you share it with your friends. Talk to them about your lessons. You give a testimonial. Anything that can help me to find more students, which would therefore allow me to have the revenue to create more jobs. Does that make sense? Bonus points, super bonus points, if you yourself would be considering continuing your lessons after your free trial is complete. And the fourth thing I'm looking for is I want to collaborate with other content creators. So if you know someone who has a podcast, know someone who has a YouTube channel, know someone who has a blog, like I'd love to come on and be a guest. I'm also not opposed to having you as a guest on my social platforms. My YouTube is not it's not really viewed, although I'd like to change that. My podcast probably gets 100-ish. Let's just say I don't have a huge following. Let's just say that, blog gets 1,000-ish reads, 1,000-ish reads per post, 1,000, 2,000, something like that. Podcast gets about 100 or so downloads per episode. Like, it's relatively small. We're not talking big numbers, but if you want to, I'm still happy to have you do any guest posting on my platforms as well. So if you know anyone that would be interested in any of those four, so as a summary, I'm hiring tutors, casual part-time basis right now, more hours down the road. I'm hiring a part-time organic social media content strategist. I'm offering free lessons in exchange for exposure, testimonials, referrals, posts on your shoutouts on your social media. And I'm wanting to collaborate with other content creators, bloggers, podcasters, YouTubers, etc. Okay, 4 things I'm looking for. If you know anyone that can help with those, please send them my way. I'd really, really, really appreciate it. The purpose of all this, the heart of it all, is I want to grow this business as a way to provide more jobs that people actually like. Okay, so that's that. Thank you for your attention. And now we're going to awkwardly go and turn this video off. Okay, see you guys. Bye.